first place along with Minji Park with this birdie here. Oh, and she's done it. Let's go back to the 10th hole. Jeongeun Ko for par. Oh, nicely done. So she knew that she couldn't give away any more shots. A very disappointing double bogey on the 9th hole. May have tried to be a little bit too finesse with her shot off the left side from the rough. Wasn't able to make it on the green, and just like that, she gave away 2 shots to the field and 2 under for the day, 2 over, 2 under for the tournament, 2 over for the day. Donna Jones trying to claim first place along with Minji Park with this birdie here. Oh, and she's done it. So now to share the lead. And as we saw last week, she is very, very confident. Just exuding with the confidence in her swing and her putt. Her playing partner, Hyun, got an excellent second shot, giving herself a rather short putt, but still giving a lot of respect, taking plenty of time to make sure that she sets herself up right. All right, this is for birdie. We'll have a little break to the right to left. Oh, was trying to break toward the left side, but was able to catch the left edge. Donna Jones has ended up almost 30 yards in front of the rest of her playing partners. There'll be a left to right break from her advantage. Oh, and I think she's done a marvelous job. So she has now taken a 1-shot lead over Minji Park. Decided to go with a bump and run and has made it. Chipped it in for a birdie to go 8 under. 3 birdies in the last 4 holes. Straight up the hill, right to left break. And oh, she's made it.
Come on.
Yards for their shot, and that is just an excellent. You never know. Hyun has always surprised a lot of players. Oh, and that's exactly what I was talking about. After that excellent tee shot, trying to get back to 3 under where she started. And love it. Right there is where she needed. Gets very aggressive with her swing. going a little left to the pin. Oh, nice. Getting ready for a birdie for sole possession to go into the clubhouse as an overnight leader. And Hana Jung has done it. So she is going to be our overnight leader into the clubhouse. 8 under par. Really And welcome back to the Sky 72 Golf Resort Ocean Course, where the HANA Financial Group Championship is taking place. It is a moving day and an exciting day ahead of you. So stay with us as we bring you exciting action of the HANA Financial Group Championship. And the total prize money is 1.5 billion won, equivalent about 1.2 million US dollars. And the winner will be taking home about 300 million won, which would be about $250,000. So not a bad prize money to take away, but this tournament will have a huge impact in terms of who will win the Player of the Year award, as well as the money order for 2020. This is the 17th tournament that the KLPGA will be holding. So a lot going on here, so stay with us. And let's take a look at some of the notable pairings. Mingyong Choi paired with #1 player in the world, Jeongeun and Somi who's been playing very well. They teed off at 10:45 this morning. And Mingyong, we mentioned yesterday that she has announced her retirement. This will be her final tournament of her active career. And playing with Hyun who was a runner-up finish last year at the HANA Financial Group Championship, and Mingyong Choi, who has really made a comeback from major injuries, and they teed off at 11:06. And Hyun, who held on very strongly yesterday, looking to make some moves here in the moving day, the third round. And playing with Sejin Park, along with Hyoju Kim. Don't count this lady out. They'll all be vying for the title, and they need to get moving fast in the third round. And they teed off at 11:17 this morning. And Hyun, who is currently second place in the race for the Rookie of the Year award for 2020 KLPGA Tour. She's playing along with Jeongeun Choi and Soyeon Roo, the veteran, all looking to make some moves here in the third round. And Arim Kim, who shot 6 under yesterday, over par the golf course, looking to make a very strong move here in the third round, playing along with the veteran Han Sol-ji and Mingyong Choi, who is really playing well since last week and hoping to continue her success here in the third round. And finally, our final group is Hana Jang, overnight leader at 8 under par, playing with a very feisty Minji Park. Also finished at 6 under par yesterday, and Narinan finishing strong yesterday. Don't count this lady out as well. She will be right there along with these two ladies. And here's the current leaderboard is Hana Jang at 8 under par, keeping it steady after 7 holes. And Narinan and Arim Kim all at 6 under par. And look at that score. Arim Kim also getting 2 under par for the day and 6 under par for the tournament. Minji Park has gone backward, losing 2 shots to the field. But Mingyong Choi and Han Sol-ji all hanging on. But look at that. Daeyeon Lee, our runner-up finish from last year's Hana Financial Group Championship. She has gone 3 under for the day. Jeongeun Choi has also gone backward, 1 over par after 8 holes. And everyone else is holding on, but Suyeon Jang, 3 under par today and has now gone to level par for the tournament. And we'll pick up 99 at 8, number 8, par 3. Currently tied for second place. That looks like a pretty good tee shot. Going a little bit right. And well, coming back just a little bit, but that pin position with only a few steps from the front edge. Just a 5 pace from the front edge and 5 pace from the right. That is going to be a very challenging putting coming up. And we'll see Hana Jang, our overnight leader, getting ready for her tee shot on the 8th hole, par 3. This will be a 7-iron. She's trying to cut that shot, going left to right. And that is not a bad result from there. And depending on the slope, that should not be an issue for her. Minji Park, who's given away 2 shots, have not been able to find any birdies so far. Now, yesterday was a complete different story for Minji. She had 4 birdies in the front 9 and catapulted her into the top position. And it's coming out considerably short and have to wonder whether she had the right club in her hand. That will be a challenging pitch coming up. Now Hyo-Joo Kim at the 10th hole has made the turn at 1 under par. At one time was 2 under par, but has lost the shot. Oh, that's has found the greenside bunker. Pin tucked right behind the bunker and was trying to get very aggressive. All right, Song Yeon, the veteran, getting ready Had a bogey in the second hole, but got that shot right back on the fifth par 5. Fifth hole par 5 has been rather easy for the players. Both Hana Jang and Arim Kim, long hitters on the KLPGA Tour, went for it in 2 and walked away with a par and a birdie. All right, let's go to the 9th hole, par 4. From the tee, it's a straight downhill tee shot. And Hyun Choi has found herself in the greenside bunker. Again, the 9th hole today. It's 15 pace in front. And very similar position that she was in yesterday. She was also in the bunker with her second shot on the 9th hole. And we'll have a very sizable par putt coming up. So 9th hole has been a bit of a nemesis for Hyun Choi, both the second as well as the third round. Back to the 8th hole, the par 3, Mingyong Park. This may have come up just a little bit short, so struggling in the front 9. Complete different story for Minji in the front 9 as she had yesterday. Back to 9th hole for Hyun. Coming up short of that putt, so just as she did yesterday, she will walk away with a bogey on the 9th hole. So only 2 bogeys to show for in the current third round action. 99. Let's see if she can negotiate the speed and the slope. Needs to get there. And I think she's done a fabulous job with that putt. So just as she did yesterday, her putting touch has been just absolutely at a high level. So Yeon for birdie. Could really energize her round, and nicely done by Yeon. So 2 birdies and a bogey. Yeon works out so religiously, even during and off season. Works in the game, has been working with the local coach while she's been in Korea. A long birdie attempt by Hana Jang, our leader, and just it may have gone just over the hole. Hyoju coming up with that bunker shot. Got a rather tough shot coming up. Well, that might have not been tough for Hyoju. Beautiful bunker shot for Hyoju to save a par, and will remain at 1 under par for the tournament. Mingyong Park, nicely done. As she got another bogey in that hole, that would have definitely deflated her any attempt to try to make some moves. So staying right there, even though she is 2 over par for the day. Hana keeping it very steady. Now the wind is a little bit up, a little more than yesterday. The temperature is a little warmer, but the players just having a very difficult time figuring out the wind direction. All right, go to the 9th hole, the second shot for Han Sol-ji. Oh, nicely done. Gorgeous shot. The pin hidden away from the bunker, but the wind down with the downwind, it's very difficult to get that ball close. Now Mingyong Choi also coming up on a second shot. Slightly, the ball will be sitting above her feet. Got to guard yourself and make sure that you do not go too far left. A lot of trouble lurking there on the left side, as you see. And has elected to go from right to left. And just coming up short of the green. Arin Kim, he has been absolutely perfect. Has hit the greens 8 out of 8 times. That looks like a really good contact for Arin. And asking for that ball to go by her caddy, and has found the greenside bunker. Arin 6 under yesterday and also 2 under 4 today so far. After 8th hole, has gone 8 under par, and all of a sudden she has climbed into the tie for second place with 99. And if you look at the first page of the leaderboard, she is the only one who is currently under par for the day. Diane Lee, who painfully lost the title last year to HANA, the defending champion, on the 18th hole, the final day. Here's the bunker shot for Arin Kim. Let's see what kind of bunker shot she has. Very soft hand, but that ball will definitely run away from you. And it was a very difficult situation with the line. A bit of downhill, side hill. Now we'll go to the 9th tee, and we find 99. Also tied for second place with Arin Kim. Arin, who's been having some issues with her tee shot in the fairway, but not this time. And that is a prime location to have a flat lie for her second shot coming up. We'll stay with our final group, Donna Jones, our leader currently by 2 shots over Arin Kim and 99. And today, driving accuracy, greens regulations, putting average has all been right there. Just need to get that putter get a little hotter than what it has been so far. All right, Minji Park, who made a great par-saving putt on the 8th hole. And that looks like a good tee shot. So all 3 players in the final group has found the fairway in the middle of the fairway, and look at that. Looks like somebody might have gone out there and dropped those balls. At the beginning of the day, with a beautiful temperature, we had predicted some really low scores, but that has not been the case. Other than Diane Lee and Arin Kim, we have not seen too many low scores. And Mingyong Choi with her third shot. There at the 9th green. And can't be happy with that. So she'll have to work hard to remain at 4 under par for the tournament. And number 1 player in the world, Jeongeun still struggling. Long par putt coming up on the 12th hole and comes up short. And she will drop yet another shot today. And that will take her to 2 over par for the tournament. And again, Jeongeun Ko, Soyeon Ryu have indicated that this will be the final tournament they'll be playing here in Korea, skipping the final tournament of the KLPGA Tour schedule next week and move on to the LPGA schedule. And we'll be heading to States. And Arim Kim, stay. Arim, very, very aggressive, quite similar to the way the HANA plays. So if these players were to finish the way it is right now with the leaderboard, tomorrow we will have some sparks flying with Arim Kim and Hana Jang, all very, very aggressive and really long off the tee. Arim might be the longest on the KLPGA Tour. All right, Han Sol-ji playing along with Arim Kim and Mingyong Choi, getting ready for her birdie opportunity. Straight downhill. Looking just slightly to the right edge. Oh, and I think she has just gone by. That is just so unfortunate. Really good putt by Han Sol-ji. Now it's interesting to note that Han Sol has elected to take the pin out. And there's been a lot of discussion as to whether it's more advantageous to have the pin in or not. And there's been some study indicating that it's better to have the pin in when you putt. Hyo-Joo Kim with her second shot on the 11th hole. And that's got a lot of territory to cover for her birdie putt. So she's really been off mark with her iron game, which has been uncharacteristic for her. Arim, this is for bogey. Got to be careful with this. And nicely done. And we'll drop a shot and fall out of the tie for second place. Will now be tied with Minji Park, who is currently on the 9th hole fairway. Mingyong Choi. And nice par putt. Keeping it very steady. Trading a bogey and a par at a birdie. So making the turn at a level par for today and 4 under for the tournament. Hana Jang will go first. Will be just a slight downhill. Let's see if she can put some spin on this ball to keep that ball on the green. Has elected to go to the right side of the green. And that seems to be a very smart choice. And 99, hanging in tough. along with his top players, currently now all alone in second place. Ball above your feet, and also got to guard yourself. And oh, nice. Great shot, taking a dead aim. And we'll have just a little bit longer birdie putt than Han So-ji did. So 99 definitely firing at all cylinders. Mingyong Park would love to get a birdie to at least get a shot back. And that did not sound good at all. And lucky to be at least on the fringe of the ninth green. And Mingyong Park has always been known to have such a great ball striking skill, but not on that second shot on the ninth hole. Let's go to the 11th hole, par 4. We find Hyun Kim for birdie. Long birdie attempt. A very good touch from where she was. She'll have that. Straight uphill, about a 4.5 footer for par to remain at 1 under par for the tournament. And Hyun is just not able to find any kind of rhythm whatsoever. She is faced with a lot of long birdie attempts. Surprised that 99 will go first. Bit of a downhill right to left putt, and I think she may have read it perfectly, and she has. 7 under par for 99. Couldn't have come at a better time for that first birdie of the day. Must give her some great momentum as she makes the turn to the 10th hole. All right, Yeon. Another birdie. Second birdie of the day. Birdies have not really come plentiful for the players today. It is a moving day, but the players have been very cautious. Going straight up the hill and just veering off, and just did not have the pace. Mingyong Park mindful of Hana Jang's line and elects to putt it out. Ninth hole is one of those holes that it just looks very inviting, but you could really backfire on you, as it happened with Hyun Kim, as well as Jeongeun Choi. All walked away with a bogey. Second shot on the 12th hole, par 3. And that was Daeun Lee, the runner-up finisher from last year's Hana Financial Group Championship. She is currently 3 under par for the day and 4 under for the tournament. Still looking for that opportunity to get back into the winner's circle for this tournament. Our leader, Hana Jang, and coming up just a few inches short, and that will be a good par for Hana. The players, aided by the little warmer condition, but the wind has picked up. And Sejin Park has no problem with that birdie putt. So we've seen 2 birdies out of Song Yeon as well as Sejin Park. While Hyun Kim looking to save a par in this hole. And you can see the cameras sitting at high top, and the tower shaking, and that just indicates how strong the wind is. The leaderboard is getting very, very crowded with Hana Jung still holding on. A shot over 99 and 2 shots over Arim Kim. Third round action of the HANA Financial Group Championship continuing here at Sky 72 Ocean Course. Stay with us. We'll be back after these messages. Par in this hole. And you can see the cameras sitting at high top and the tower shaking, and that just indicates. And welcome back to the Sky 72 Ocean Course, where the moving round at HANA Financial Group Championship. Third round action continuing, and you see the cameras sitting on top of the crane, shaking as indicated. It is quite windy, and it has definitely created a lot of trouble for the players. Han Sol-ji on the 10th hole, long second shot onto the green. And that is going to be running away from the hole, but I think from where she was, should be quite satisfied with that result. I can't be too happy with that result for Han Sol-ji, but she was definitely faced with a very long second shot. And Mingyong Choi, the ball sitting down on the left side of the fairway. And in the rough, Very thick rough, it seems like. And needs to take it to the right. And it's hard to take an aim at the pin from where she is with the bunker and the pin sitting on the left side. She was very aggressive with that line, but again, just as she did on the 9th hole, she has found herself in the green side rough. And look where Arim Kim is with her tee shot. That is just a long shot, and she may only have about a wedge. About a 109-yard shot, and that will take the slope and will come back. Not as much, but still that's going to be a rather challenging downhill putt. But that hole measures 335 meters, had only 99 meters, so it's straight up the hill with the wind, 260 meters almost. All right. We catch Shoju Kim hitting her second tee shot on the 12th hole par 3. And ball will continue to roll away from her. It's hard to tell the severe slope on a television screen, but there is a huge slope and the wind blowing into their face. All right. Our final group has made the turn and is now currently sitting, getting ready for their tee shot on the 10th hole. And look at those numbers. Now the fairway hit ratio is 2 out of 7 for Nadine An, but you look at the putting is so much better than the two playing partners. And Nadine making that excellent birdie on the 9th hole. Will be teeing off first. Going toward the right side and just in the first cut. That should not be too bad for her as the pin is tucked on the left side, so it'll be a good angle to come in from. We'll go back to our leader, Hana Jang, shot over Narinan. Hana Jang has traded a bogey and a birdie in the front 9. Good looking tee shot. Finds the left side of the fairway and taking the slope going toward the middle of the fairway. So Hana has definitely straightened out her tee shots. She's had some issues with her driver, but has been able to get that straightened out. Worked very, very hard. And Hana Jang won last week down in Jeju at the SK Networks tournament. Has climbed back into the top 10 in the money order. Minji Park sneaky long with her tee shot for sure, but today it has been a struggle with the 2 bogeys in the front 9 and has given away 2 shots and then fallen back to tie for 3rd place. Mingyong Choi has decided to go with a long pitch shot, and that's a great selection of the shot and the result. Executed that shot perfectly. Takes a lot of practice and guts to pull that shot off during the tournament play. Soyeon, oh, highly unfortunate. I know she was trying to do just a slight bump and run. And the rough just grabbed that chip shot. See what Han Sol-ji can do. one of those putts that you really can't get too greedy. Just be happy with the 2-putt par, and she will definitely be able to do that here. Jeongeun Choi needs to make some moves for birdie on the 11th hole. A beautiful read, and the ball continues to run away. The greens today, indicated by the competition committee, will be running at about 11.5 to 12 on green speed. Kim almost outdrove at least 30 to 40 yards of her playing partners, and done that. So gets a shot back from the bogey that she had on the 9th hole, where she found herself in the greenside bunker. Very happy. She, along with Hana Jang, are the two players. Definitely has a lot of emotion. Knows how to engage with the fans. And Mingyong Choi. Hyun with an unfortunate bounce off the green edge. Now looking to save a par to remain at 3 under par. Oh! So on a back-to-back basis, she has not had a whole lot of luck. The golf goddess has not been smiling her today, and particularly on the 11th hole. We'll go back to the 10th hole. This is Minji Park. Has elected to go a little bit left to right, and let's see if the slope will take that ball back. It is trickling a little bit, but will remain there, and so she will have a tough birdie putt coming up. From this angle, as we mentioned, Narinan, even though it's in the first cut, probably has the best angle to come in to the green. It looks like a pretty good contact. Oh, nice. Very nice. The second shot, and now she's threatened to get yet another birdie to go into the top leader position along with Hana Jang. But she may have a second thought of that. Hana. Taking it high on the left. And coming in, and that's even closer. Wow. Almost could have been a slam dunk. Not sure why she's grabbing her left ankle. Always animated and so emotional. And, well, when you're in the first place, you are probably in pretty good mode. Yeon Kim for birdie on the 12th hole. So Hyoju just not able to find the putting touch. Jin is continuing to go backward on a moving day. Disappointing results, as it has been the case for Jeongeun. And has given away 3 shots. So this particular group has had a lot of trouble on Sky 72 Ocean course. Let's quickly take a look at the leaderboard again. Hana Jung once again coming up on an excellent birdie opportunity on the 10th hole. That number will definitely change to 9 under par. And 99 after a beautiful downhill birdie putt has taken sole possession of the second place. Kyoju Kim holding on, but Sejin Park and Song Yeon at 3 under par. Now look at this, Woo Jung Kim 4 under par, despite the bogey on the 3rd hole. She had gone off the 10th hole, but is playing very well. Soo-yeon Jang at 3 under par and has level par for the tournament. We'll continue to bring you the 3rd round action of the HANA Financial Group Championship. Stay with us. And welcome back to the HANA Financial Group Championship Round 3 action continuing here at Sky 72. Mike Kim with you and happy that you joined us today. And the action is getting heated as we take you to the 10th hole on the final groove. Mingyong Park getting ready for a birdie. A big bender coming down. And it will slow down around the hole, but it will continue to break away from the hole So she will have a tough birdie par putt coming up. All right, Mingyong Choi may have found the hazard, trying to find the drop zone. Yeah, not often you'll find the tee shot going way left. Now, 99. Birdie to get into tied place, and that's just, it's a very, very difficult to read that break. It just breaks so much from left to right, and difficult to read that. G. Very steady at 4 under par, still a level par for the day. And that has found the greenside bunker. Just from her reaction, it looks like she may have left it out to the right side and has done that. And this is Harim Kim. And that's the same number she had for the 10th hole, which she was able to birdie, and that ball is going right at the pin, and that might be the best position, even though it has gone off the green putting surface. That's still very, very good opportunity for birdie coming up for Harim Kim. And Mingyong Choi, after pulling that tee shot way left, found the water hazard. Now has made this drop. And that sounded fat. And that's not bad, actually. And taking that slope, but will run off the back of the green. All right, Minji Park to save a par in the 10th hole. Oh, no problem there for Minji. Well done, Minji. Still looking for that first birdie of the day. Donna Jones trying to create some room between her chasers, Harim Kim and 99. Decided to walk away. You can hear the wind starting to hollow. There's a lot of subtle break, especially around the hole, so you have to be very careful. You can't hit it too hard. Oh, and that's exactly what we were talking about. There is a break to the left. As we said, that there's a lot more break than what you can see. So that's got to be a good opportunity that's just gone by the wayside. Now Han-Sol-ji, after that third shot, and I think this is really good. Excellent bunker shot for Han-Sol-ji. Should be very happy with the par to remain at 4 under par for the day, for the tournament. Looking down the leaderboard, scoreboard, the only person who has gone better than Da-Yeon Lee at 3 under par is Woo Jung Kim. She is currently 4 under par for the day. and 1 under par for the tournament. So no one's been able to make any moves on this moving day here at Sky 72 Ocean course, and it takes a lot of patience to wait for those opportunities. And all players really giving a lot of respect for those short putts, taking a lot of time and taking no chances. And Hana Jung, our leader, by a shot, missing about the same distance, except it was downhill. All right, remains at 8 under par, and got to be kicking herself that she didn't walk away with a birdie. We'll go back to the 11th hole. Mingyong Choi. Now this is for par. Almost about a 50-footer coming down, and now runs away as it gets closer to the hole. So there is a bit of a double break for Mingyong. Good distance control, but now she'll have a rather tester coming up for bogey putt. All right, 99, who's bogeyed and birdied this hole in the first and second round, and has pushed that way out to the right and found the green side fairway bunker. All right, Arin Kim currently in 3rd place. Has she hit it hard enough? Oh, this is just so tantalizingly agonizing putt. Just barely kissed that left edge and stayed out. Now, Ian, I know exactly how you feel. We'll have another look at her reaction. Look at that. Our defending champion, the HANA Financial Group Championship, Donna Jones. So far in a good position to defend her title, and yet another tee shot in the fairway. So we'll also have a really good opportunity from that left side with the pin tucked right side, only 5 pace from the right edge. Be a good angle to come in. Lindsay Park. And Minji, her tee shot is really not getting a whole lot of run on the fairway. Mingyong Choi for a bogey who pulled her tee shot and went into hazard, and bogey should be a good scorer in that. So has gone 1 over, but still not out of it whatsoever, staying right there on the first page of the leaderboard. Jeongeun Choi needs to make something happen here, and this has been the story of her tournament. Faced with a long, yet another long par putt coming up. And this is Jeongeun Lee 6. We've not seen her for a little while, and for a moment she thought she had made it. A very treacherous par 4 in the 16th hole. Yesterday, 16th. Yielded 11 birdies. And Jeongeun Lee 6, defending champion of the U.S. Women's Open, will be moving on to the States, getting ready to defend her title. And So-Yeon Roo, long birdie attempt, but she's another player who will also be going to the States to resume her tournament play on the LPGA Tour. So-Yeon, who resides in Dallas. Jeongeun Lee, who is an amateur player for the Korean national team, and drops it in for birdie on the last hole on the 18th, and will finish a 7 over par. Six bogeys and one birdie, but still was able to make the cut and play on the weekend. That's a tremendous accomplishment, being that she is only an 8th grader. All right, taking a leaderboard again. Hana Jung hanging top at 8 under par. 99 is 7 under par, and Arin Kim holding on to her place in 3rd place is 6 under par. And Mingyong Choi also at 3 under par. And Minji Park. Where the pin is, it's going to be a challenge for her to get that ball closer to the pin. Good looking shot, bringing it from left to right. All right, leader Hana Jung. Just a great angle to come in from. Only about 126 yards. Beautiful shot by her. So both 10 and 11th hole, she has been able to control that distance as well as the ball flight with the wind downwind like that. From the fairway bunker, 99. She's been having some trouble with her tee shots for sure all day. That sounded like a very solid contact. Looking up and looking right, see where that ball ended up. And might have gone into the greenside bunker. Oh, and it missed the bunker and also came up way short. And that could be a very treacherous pitch shot coming up for 99. And we'll no doubt will have to rely on her lob shot. Yet another bogey, so she has now given away 4 shots. No birdies with 4 bogeys to go along. Daeyeon Liu, who's having a lot of luck today, a lot of good scores. He had 3 birdies with no bogeys in the front 9. And 99 has to get this ball high up in the air. And needs to come back. That ball will come back. Let's see how much it'll come back to give herself a. That is really good try there and good effort on the part of 99. that was a pull all the way. So she'll drop a shot here on the 13th hole, par 5. Disappointing result for her. Now let's go to the Minji par for a birdie on the 11th. There will be a slight break as the ball gets closer to the hole. And didn't break as much, but good effort. Despite 2 bogeys and no birdies for the day, Minji Park just 3 shots out of the lead. Hanging tough. Now our leader, who missed a golden opportunity to widen her margin by 2 shots on the 10th hole. Here's another birdie attempt, and she missed it again to the lower side. HANA, who won last week, has always been known to be a very emotional player, but we've not seen her really get too emotional, particularly after misses like that, as she has been in the past. Now this is Arim Kim. That ball is going way right, and we'll have a long second shot coming up. Looking at the stats, 12th hole was the 8th difficult hole. All right, Han Sol-ji getting ready for her tee shot on the 12th hole, par 3. Looks like a rather similar position. Oh, that's gone in the bunker. Also gone way right and lost that shot out to the right as Arim Kim did. And I think the wind is definitely confusing these ladies on the tee. Great par for 99 after finding herself in the fairway bunker. Coming up way short with her second shot, but still able to save a par in this hole. So I have to be very happy and content with that. John can't be content with walk away with a par both on the 10th and 11th after getting that second shot so close to the hole. Another disappointing par for Hana Jang, our leader, by a shot over 99. All right, Hana Jang holding tough, 8 under par and 99, making this just a slow move and a beautiful par-saving putt on the 11th hole to remain at sole possession of the second place. But Arim Kim looking to move up, and look at that score by Woo-jung Kim, 5 under par for the day at 2 under par. Stay with us as we continue to bring the third round action of Hana Financial Group Championship. And welcome back to the third round action of the HANA Financial Group Championship from Sky 72 Golf Resort Ocean Course. Ocean Course been the host of so many international renowned tournaments, including 11 LPGA tournaments, as well as the Asian Tour. So this golf course is definitely familiar to a lot of the veteran players. And Arim Kim on the 12th hole. Long shot, has elected to go with a pitch shot straight into the wind and comes up quite a bit short. So she'll have about 18-footer to save a par. All right, Han So-ji will go next out of the greenside bunker. Also found herself her tee shot. It's got a good lie. Just see how much she needs to worry about the slope as the ball hits the green. And that did not come out. And it is very, very difficult to try to figure out exactly how much you need to hit to get that ball closer to the hole. Hyun Kim on the 13th hole, par 5. May have hit it just a little too hard, hit it right through the break. Sizable par putt coming up. Mingyong Choi has elected to go with her putter for her second shot off the fringe. It's a good effort. I think a par is a good score in this hole, especially with the wind howling like the way it is now. You see those tree branches. One of the hardest holes on the Ocean Course, 14th hole. The little giant Yeon Lee. It's a good second shot there. And as it was the case in the first round, looking at the stats, 14th hole played yet again the hardest hole, toughest in the second round. Average was 4.34, which was a little easier than first round with a 4.6 scoring average. Very important par putt coming up. Has she hit it hard enough? So she'll give a shot away. And will fall out of the sole position at the 5th place. Hyun Kim left all the way. Yet another bogey. So after getting off a good start in the front 9 up through the 6th hole, has had nothing but bogeys since then. All right, Arim Kim needs this to stay in third place. And again, just glazing that left edge. She will lose a shot and fall back to 5 under par and will go into tie for third place with Minji Park, who also lost 2 shots. Arim, who shot 6 under yesterday, had the lowest round of the day and just rocketed to the top position. All right, Mingyong Choi. This is for par. Good par. So even though she's 1 over today, she is still keeping it close. Now this is Soyeon Roo. Be her third shot on the par 5. Looks like it's gone left. And will run away from the hole. And that might go down just a little bit more. All right, let's go back to the final group on the 12th hole, the par 3. You can see the severe downhill, but the wind is definitely in your face, so the players will have to have plenty of distance to get there. We're seeing a lot of players missing it on the right side. And again, top tracer indicating that she is lost to the right. We've seen over 20 bogeys today just on this hole. Hana Jang has also elected to go with the hybrid club. She has been near perfect in greens and regulations, only missed one. It might be the first person who's actually been able to keep that line and looking very good, but ball will run away from you as the green slopes away from the hole. Hana Jang, 8 under par, still holding on to 1-shot lead over 99. Minji Park also looking to the left of the pin and lost it just a little bit to the right, but it looks pretty good. And this is probably the best results we've seen all day. So Minji Park looking pretty good for first birdie of the day to get back to the 6 under. Started off the day with a 7 under par, has given away 2 shots, but has maintained her composure. And HANA Financial Group Championship Round 3 action continuing here at Sky 72 Ocean Course. And again, wind is really kicking up as the afternoon continues. And there you see the 17th hole par 3 in the front. And on the left side of the screen is the 18th hole coming up. And let's quickly take a look at the leaderboard again. Hana Jang at 8 under par and 99 holding on as second place with 7 under par. And even though Minji Park has lost 2 shots, still holding on to third place along with Arim Kim, who had a disappointing bogey on the 12th hole. But looking to take advantage of the 13th hole par 5. Stay with us as we continue to bring you live action from the Sky 72 Ocean Course. And welcome you back to Sky 72 Golf Resort Ocean Course. Third round action of HANA Financial Group Championship is taking place. And we are now seeing the final group moving on to the green side on the 12th hole, par 3. And Mingyong Park will be coming up with a very sizable putt coming up for birdie. This will be checked at. It'll be 99. Going straight up the hill, and that's been the sort of the similar positions that a lot of other players have been. Just cannot really see that severe uphill against the green. And Soyeon on the par 3, par 5, 13th hole. This will be her 4th shot. And using a putter to hit her shot, and that's a very good effort. Hana Jang from the backside rough has elected to go with the wedge. Ooh. That's not the kind of shot that she was expecting. Jeongeun for birdie on the 15th, rather easy par 4. She also had a birdie yesterday on this hole and has done the same thing. So the 15th hole has been a bit of a promised land for her. So in between the birdie on the 12th, the second hole on the 15th, it's something that we would not expect out of Jeongeun Ko. This is probably the best tee shot we have seen all day on the 12th hole. Mingyong Park. Slightly downhill and never had the line.
Okay.
The par is a good score on the 12th hole. Par almost feels like a birdie. All right, Jeongeun 6. Final hole, par 5, 18th hole. All right, good spin. And Jeongeun 6 has indicated that she will be moving on next week to the States. And has said that she is quite happy with, despite the forward par today, she has said that her game is coming around quite nicely. Been working very hard at a local academy. And 99, long par putt coming up.
Nice par.
Wow, that's as good as a birdie. Not in. Hold it on tight, and that is a very clean scorecard with a birdie on the 9th hole. Hana Jang, after missing golden opportunities to widen her margin by at least 2, potentially 3 shots on the 10th, 11th hole, both missing those birdie putts. Now she is faced with a rather difficult par putt on the 12th hole. Let's see what she can do right here. Oh, was a lot more break. Now has fallen into tie for first place with 99. So she is now 1 over par for the day. All right, Mingyong Choi. As soon as she hit it, she knew that she had missed it and comes up way short and will fall back. There is a bit of that ridge. And the wind is playing tricks on players. Off the far left side of the fairway, the rough. And this appears to be Han Ji with an awkward stance, trying to get a good balance. Oh, look at that ball going way left. That was pulled way left, and now not sure what kind of lie she has drawn. Must have had a very difficult lie for her. Arin Kim was able to get up here on a 2 in the par 5 13th hole, but has decided to lay up here. And she birdied first round and eagled yesterday. Great shot for Arim Kim. So while they're playing partners, and Arim Kim is asking other caddies, was that too far? She's clapping to herself. So she is in a pretty good mood. Let's go back to the tee on the 13th hole, par 5, our final group. And 99 has now gone into tie for first place with our overnight leader, Hana Jang, after Hana missing that par putt. So after staying very patient, 99 with only 1 birdie today is now in first place. She is not long off the tee, but has finally found the fairway, which has been a very difficult task for her all day. Might have been the third fairway she has found. All right, Hana Jang has to be disappointed. Giving that a little extra ump. Good looking tee shot in the middle of fairway. Yeah, this hole is definitely a full three shot hole. Benji Park, don't forget about her. She is still only 2 shots out of the lead. Benji Park also sneaky long with her tee shot. And ranked 16th in the driving distance on the KLPGA Tour this year. So the final group has teed off on the 13th and be moving on to the fairway on the 13th, but now Jeongeun Lee 6 for birdie on the 18th hole, and that's been the kind of day she has had all day. So she will walk away with no birdie today, just 2 double bogeys and 1 double bogey and 2 bogeys. Hyo-Joo Kim on a very difficult par 4 14th hole. This hole yesterday only yielded 4 birdies. And this will be a bunker shot for Han So-ji coming up. 4 shot after pulling that third shot way left. Pitched it high up in the air and it comes up considerably short. So now she's in danger of potentially a bogey, maybe even a double bogey. Yes. All right, Mingyong Choi. I'm not sure exactly what she was trying to do. I think she was trying to go left of the pin and let that ball roll toward the hole, but hitting that apron prevented that ball going from toward the hole, and now she will be also faced with yet another tough par putt. Yeon in the middle of fairway bunker. Seems like she made a good contact. Oh, needs to get away from those rocks. Not sure if those rocks will come into play and bother her swing. This will be her 5th shot. So the trouble really started for her with her 3rd shot. And it hasn't finished yet. So Han-sol, who had just really stayed patient all day, but 13th hole is creating a havoc. And now Daridan is currently tied for 1st place with Hana Jang. She let her hand go as soon as she hit the ball, but not too bad. Let's see what she can do from there. That'll be a long 3rd shot. And Arim Kim, not sure if she read that line properly. Minji Park for her 2nd shot from the 13th hole fairway. It's a good, solid shot. All right, Han So-ji needs to make a bogey here. Almost a 20-footer bogey. And double bogey on the 13th hole's gotta hurt. So has given away 3 shots in just 2 holes. Left to right break for her. Oh, Mingyong Choi hanging tough. Still remaining at 5th place. that disappointing bogey. She needs to compose herself. That looks like a good second shot for Hana Jang. Wow. Hana is able to control the ball flight so well. Knows when to hit that ball high, when to hit it low below the wind. And has really come in her own as one of the premier players. And Soyeon Roo definitely was bothered by that rock and was not able to get that ball anywhere near the hole. So we'll have a long par putt coming up. Not happy with that result, as you can see her reaction. Minji Park, birdie here will get you right back into a situation where she will be only one shot out of the lead. It looks like a really good contact. And it appeared that, and she is still baffled that how that ball went right. It sounded like a really good contact for Minji. She'll have that for a birdie. 99, despite having to fight with her tee shot, she is now tied for the lead. Greens on regulation is less than 60% for the day for 99. Lands softly, but still runs away, and that's a tough pin position for the day. We have not seen a birdie since we've been on the air all day, and now Hana Jang would love to get a shot back. So far, 1 over par for the day. It's taking the left, and that's exactly what she wanted to do, and she has done that. But again, she has now been able to get that ball closer to the pin. But maybe helped out by 99's putt coming up. Third round action of Hana Financial Group Championship continuing here at the Sky 72 Ocean Course.
골프 팬 여러분,
And
안녕하십니까?
we'll take a look at the highlights so far. Let's go to the fourth hole. And Hana Jang. Short par 4 with the second shot and spun that ball nicely. Beautifully done at that time. She was 9 under par and was looking to potentially run away from the rest of the field. But so far, that birdie on the fourth hole has been the lone birdie for Hana Jang here in the third round. She had yet another birdie opportunity on the fifth hole, which found herself in the greenside bunker. Try to get there in 2. And at this time, she was leading by 3 shots over the rest of the field. Let's go to the 10th hole. Another beautiful approach by Hana Jang. Kept that ball only by 3 About a 3 or 4 footer, but also missed that putt as well. So Hana Jang has not been able to take advantage of some of the birdie opportunities that we have seen, and Hana coming up with a birdie opportunity in the 13th hole, hoping to turn that around and go level par for the day and 8 under par where she left off yesterday. But Nadine Han also has a birdie opportunity coming up, who is tied with Hana Jang at the moment for the lead at 7 under par here at third round of Hana Financial Group Championship. And Soyeon Roo on the 14th hole after a rather awkward third shot onto the green, coming up for par. Good effort on the part of Soyeon, but still, it was going to be very challenging. And 14th hole has claimed yet another victim. And Soyeon Roo has had 2 bogeys with no birdies in the back 9 play so far. And Minji Park is coming up a little more short than she would have liked. So she'll have about a 5 footer to save a par. Temperature quickly falling here at Sky 72 Ocean Course. Now Woo-jung Kim getting ready for a par putt on the 9th hole, which will be her 18th hole for the day, and it is just incredible what she has done today. 6 under par, so on a moving day, she has definitely moved upward, and now all of a sudden she is tied for 5th place at 3 under par. Started the day at 3 over par, way out of the top of the leaderboard, and now tied for 5th place. Nadina looking good, and just coming up short. So you can bet that Hana Jang had to have taken a good note in that putt. Our co-leader Hana Jang getting ready for her birdie putt. And this putt looks as though that it's a downhill putt, but it's almost a flat. And stayed right all the way. So Hana will go ahead and finish her par putt. So Narinan and Hana Jang after 13th hole. No changes at the top of the leaderboard. Still tied for first place together. Minji to remain at 2 shots out of the lead. Oh! Showed a lot of whites as it rolled in to the side of the hole. And Hyo-ju Kim on the 15th hole, downhill, break to the left, and it's just been painful round for her as she has missed so many putts like that for a birdie. Has now given away a shot today, 1 over for the day and level par for the tournament. If she can get at least a couple birdies before she goes into the clubhouse, she might be able to take a strong charge tomorrow. But Mingyong Choi, second shot on the very, very difficult par 4 14th. The hardest hole on the ocean course. And comes up short, and that ball will fall back. The distance control was something that she definitely wasn't able to negotiate, so she will have a very tough 2-putt for par. And Arin Kim, only 93 meters for her second shot. And beautiful shot, and got to be the best shot we've seen so far in the 14th hole. Now, 14th hole yielded only 4 birdies all day yesterday. And today we have not seen any birdies on this hole. And now, Jeongeun, we mentioned that she has announced her retirement after this tournament. And 16th hole, and that ball, after getting a nice kick in the front of the green, and sets herself up for a very good birdie opportunity. 99. Final group has moved on to the 14th hole, and that's a good tee shot. Good angle to come in from. ENG Park. All right, a co-leader Hana Jung on the tee at 14th. Be interesting to see where she will end up with her tee shot. No doubt with the difficulty of this hole, you need to hit this tee shot as far as you can. A little left. And as we had expected, that tee shot has gone furthest amongst their players, amongst their playing partners. All right, Hyun Choi. Exactly 100 yards, playing along with Soyeon Roo. Oh, and nicely done. That'll be a tap-in birdie for Hyun Choi. So finally, something good has happened to Hyun Choi. Another look. Never left the line, and that was just a beautiful shot. So she hit about 99.7 yards. And that will be her first birdie of the day all day. Soyeon Roo, so much experience. Shouldn't have any problem with this shot. Coming out of the rough, about 95 yards. And gets over that ridge and getting closer and closer to the hole, and a beautiful second shot. It's just fun to watch these top players doing what they're doing here in this very difficult and treacherous condition. 16th hole, Diane Lee. She has carried that tee shot 222 meters, about 245 yards straight, going straight up the hill. Found herself in the rough, but shouldn't be an issue. 3 under par, lurking at the top of the leaderboard. And caught a little bit of flyer coming out of that rough. So we'll have a sizable birdie putt coming up with a big, big break. Mingyong Choi, that is just a gorgeous distance control. And green speed at about 12 to 13 on Stimpmeter. Has done it nicely there for Mingyong. We haven't seen Jeongeun Ko much all day. And birdie putt. Keeps going and drops it in. You can see from the Jeongeun's reaction that she certainly wasn't expecting that putt to drop, but nicely done. So now have all of a sudden dropped it down to 1 over par for the tournament. Kim Kim, birdie. Oh ho ho. How many times has she done that today? With a little bit of luck, she could be almost 8 under par, but unfortunately, she is still. It's just one under par for the day and 8 under par and 5 under par for the tournament. All right, tap in birdie for Hyun Choi. Gets back to level par. Started out as 3 under par for the tournament. So after a dismal day with 4 bogeys, has finally found a birdie on the 15th hole, which was the 3rd easiest hole for the field yesterday. All right, so Yeon. And nicely done. So nice bounce back after a bogey on the 14th hole, but 14th has claimed victims to so many players. All right, Diane Lee on the 16th hole coming up for birdie. Now it'll start breaking to the right and hit the ball mark there of somebody and could have helped. A sizable par putt coming up for Diane Lee to remain at 3 under par. All right, Minji. Toughest hole on the course, 14th hole. Going straight up the hill. And that is a good shot. See if that ball will stay up, and it will stay on that top shelf. So birdie on the 16th or 14 could potentially be like an eagle, because the players just having some very, very difficult time on this hole. All right, co-leader 99. Coming in similar position, and that ball took a big hop and go back of the green, and will be on the apron. Hana Jang, after witnessing both of her playing partners hitting their second shot. Be interesting to see what kind of shot that she has selected to go. And 136 yards, has also elected to go a little bit from right to left. Very lucky to take that big bounce out of the rough. So she will have a downhill putt now. Yeon on the 16 after a gorgeous second shot to set herself for a birdie. And may have read too much break on that particular putt. Again, birdie on the 14th and 16th are some of the hardest birdies to get. But Hyun doing very well. And checking the leaderboard. 99 has climbed into the top spot along with Hana Jang, and Arim Kim and Minji Park hanging on with Mingyong Choi also keeping it steady. And look at that, Woo Jung Kim finishing with 600 par as Arim Kim did. Stay with us as we continue to bring you the third round action of HANA Financial Group Championship from Sky 72 Ocean Course. And welcome back to the HANA Financial Group Championship. Moving day, round 3 action continuing as Sky 72 Ocean Course. Wind has definitely picked up quite a bit and has created a lot of trouble for the players. Nutting on off the back of the green for her third shot. And going down from the television screen, it looks as though that putt is actually going downhill, but it almost kind of levels out at the end. And now Donna Jones has taken also good note, who is currently tied for first place with 99. The green speed was quite fast when it first started the day and has slowed down just a little bit. Donna Jones will be next. Hana, who is very fortunate to be on the putting surface after a bit of a wayward shot to the right. And has hit it way past the hole. Now has almost a 10 footer coming up the hill. Mingyong Choi on the 15th hole, second shot. Needs to get a birdie. This is played one of the easiest all tournament. Oh, that ball needs to stay there and it will run off. Very unfortunate. With the downwind, players will have a difficult time controlling the distance. Need to take something off from the normal distance that they get. So Han Sol-ji, who had a very difficult time on the 13th hole, walking away with a double bogey on a par 5. Only 95 yards, very smooth. And that looks like a pretty good shot. So we'll have a reasonable birdie attempt coming up. Now Arin Kim, just 76 meters. Got to take advantage of a hole like this. And that is about where Soyeon Roo putted for her birdie. Maybe a little bit higher. Minji Park, if she makes this putt, could make things kind of interesting. Oh. So the 14th hole, since we've come on the air, have not seen one birdie. And I wonder if anyone has birdied at all. Minji still right there, only 2 shots out of the lead. Now both Darinan and Hana Jang faced with a difficult par putt coming up. Oh, nice. And she has been rock steady all day. 7 under par, 1 under par for the day. All right, par putt coming up for our co-leader, Hana Jang. Oh, smooth stroke. definitely a sigh of relief. We're quite happy with the par on the most difficult hole. All right, Mingyong Choi on the 15th hole for birdie. That's coming up way short. So she'll have to work very, very hard for a par putt on the 15th hole, which is played at one of the easiest. Yesterday, the 15th hole yielded 12 birdies. Kim from the green side bunker on the 16th and coming up very low and will completely run off the green and into the rough. And not sure what kind of line she drew in the bunker, still kind of looking back. All right, Han Sol-ji for a birdie. Hansol went bogey, double bogey, bogey on the 12th to 14th hole stretch. Is now is in danger of really falling out at the top of the leaderboard. And that ball is going away and better stay there. Otherwise, with that false front, could have rolled all the way back off the green. Kim trying to get within the leaders. Oh. See by her reaction. Just taking a little bit of frustration out. And the ball striking has been so good. It's just that the plastic has let her down today. All right, our co-leader 99 has elected to go with the fairway metal off the tee on the 15th hole, which only plays to about 330 yards. And today is playing downwind, so we'll get a lot more distance and has driven that ball beautifully. Players decided to go with the fairway metal to take those bunkers out of play on the left side. And Minji Park will go next. And if she can roll off a couple birdies as she heads toward the clubhouse, starting with the 15th hole, she could be right there. And is elected to go with a driver, and not sure whether that was a prudent selection. She feels a bit fortunate that she was able to stay out of the fairway bunker. Hana Jang, who has lost a shot since the beginning of the tournament, beginning of the day. Also electing to go with hybrid. Getting a lot of roll. The final group has moved on to the fairway on the 15th hole, and we'll go to the 18th. Daeun Lee. Oh, this is Somi Lee. Her third shot. Gorgeous shot by Somi Lee, and that should be an easy birdie opportunity for her. And that will get her to 2 under par. Somi, who has done quite well, has traded a bogey and a birdie, and it's all been par. Jeongeun Ko playing with Somi Lee. And that's another great shot out of Jeongeun Ko. So after a bit of unexpected birdie on the 17th, it would be a morale booster if she could get a birdie on the 18th hole. So Yeon had a beautiful birdie there. It's one of the rare birdies we have witnessed on the 16th hole. 16 played 6th hardest hole yesterday, and now Mingyong Choi. Birdie on the 17th, par 3. Nicely done, and she goes to 2 over par. So huge celebration with her caddy. It's hard to believe that she had made her debut on the KLPGA Tour back in 2014, 2004 as an amateur. And Hyoju, even though with a bogey, that's her 4th bogey today. Minji Park elected to go with a driver with her tee shot, where her playing partners have gone with a fairway metal and hybrid club. And she will go first. And coming out of the rough, ball definitely going right through the green and through the back edge. You see that flag moving. It is playing straight downwind, so the distance control is very important. You need to put a lot of spin, but one thing Hana Jang has no problem is putting spin on this short shot. The green is getting very firm. Hana may be disappointed with where she ended up. All right, co-leader 99. And you would think that seeing 2 of her playing partners going long may have tried to hit it just a tad bit too short. All right, Hyun Choi from the 16th rough. Sound like a pretty good contact. But again, anything coming out of the rough, it's extremely difficult to hold the green, and that will be a sizable putt. And I think in this situation, she will be really content with just 2 putts par on this particular hole and walk away. Such a consistent routine for Soyeon Ryu. Has decided to bring it in from right to left and shot, and that is a beautiful shot. Excellent shot by Soyeon Ryu. So look out if she can birdie this hole and maybe another birdie on the 18th hole. She'll be just 4 shots out of the leader. Jeongeun, nicely done. Back-to-back birdie. Good finish by our #1 player in the world. So 3 birdies in the last 4 holes. So good finish. This is Somi Lee. 2 under, and that's exactly what she's done. Nicely done, Somi. 2 birdies and a bogey. All right, finished the tie for 8th place. All right, Song Yeon, a veteran Song Yeon on the 17th hole. Nice little draw, looking really good. And look out, look out. This could be a hole-in-one, and just sliding by the left edge. And that could have been worth a luxury car that you see in the back of the tee marker. Wow, that is just about as close as we have seen since the start of the tournament on this 17th hole. She was literally a couple inches away from becoming the owner of that luxury car. But at least she has guaranteed a birdie on the 17th hole. Minji Park looking good. Oh! That is definitely a highway robbery for Minji Park. Cannot believe that that came out. So Minji Park still looking for the first birdie of the day. As she gotten that birdie, she could have been only shot out of the lead, despite the fact that she's only had 1 birdie all day. But now this is Hyun Choi with a long birdie attempt, and that ball will veer up way right. All right, Song Yeon now realizing how close that tee shot from going in. So, good birdie for Song Yi. Back-to-back birdie on 16th and 17th, 4 under par. Another birdie opportunity coming up on the 18th hole, easy par 5. 18 rated the 2nd easiest hole, and Soyeon Roo. Birdie. Back-to-back birdie on 15th and 16th. So we're finally seeing some birdies being dropped. All right, 99 needs to get over that hill. Gotta be careful not to hit it too hard. And that ball just keeps going, and it's one of the things you have to be guarding yourself. Was a miss to the right all the way for Hyun. Disappointing bogey again. So after 4 bogeys with no birdies, finally was able to find that birdie on the 15th, but has given right back to the field. He's now 1 over par for the day. Birdie, and I think she's got it. Finally. And has climbed out of the co-leader position into a sole position of the first place. And I have to say that Hana showing so much patience, which is unlike of her. Just wears her emotion on her sleeves. And 99, this could, if she misses, she could potentially be a 2-shot swing. Oh. A bogey on the second easiest hole is a very, very costly result for 99, and has now fallen 2 shots out of our leader, Hana Jang. Jeongeun Kim at the 17th hole. That's a great result from where she was. Didn't have a whole lot of green to work with. So for 2 holes in a row, she has gone in the bunker, their green side bunker. And let's go back to the 16th hole, par 4. There's a water hazard on the left. And this is Arim Kim. Has gone in the water hazard on the 16th hole. Have gone way left. So now she'll be taking a drop. This will come up as her 3rd shot. So she will be faced with a considerable distance 3rd shot. But while she looks for a spot to drop, we'll go to Mingyong Choi, I believe. And it's driven the ball nicely. Very consistent setup before, routine before she hits her shot. And that was not a good ball striking. And has gone off the green, and now she will have a difficult 3rd shot coming up. Arim Kim talking it over with her caddy, and in the meantime, Han Sol-ji, she will go next. The 16th hole played as the 6th hardest hole yesterday, but today, even with the wind, it has compounded the difficulty for the players. And this has gone right, and we'll stop there. It might be fortunate that it has stopped on that fringe, which grabbed the ball. Now, this is something Arim Kim has no issues with. It's just whether that ball will come out with some spin on it to hold the green once the ball hits the green. Sounded like a really good contact. Oh, and it comes up short. Now all of a sudden she is in danger of not only bogey but potentially a double bogey. Jeongeun Kim yet again. Jeongeun, #1 player on KLPGA on the order of merit for the money. money list. Has won twice. Has already said that she would like to stay on the KLPGA Tour to go after the money list as well as the scoring average. But this will definitely hurt her chance. Oh, this is going way right. And not sure where that end up. And I think it is safe. But that will be a very, very treacherous second shot. Up in the hill, and also trees will definitely come into play. So after that gorgeous birdie on the 15th hole, she's now in danger of getting that shot back. Mingyong Park. It appears that the tee has been moved up, and Mingyong Park bringing it from right to left. That shouldn't be an issue. And if the tee's been moved up from yesterday, and I wonder why Arim Kim elected to go with a driver and found herself in a water hazard. Because she has so much distance. And now back to 16th hole tee box. Just nutting on. Costly mistake with a bogey on the 15th hole, which was rated the second easiest hole. Just sliding to the right, but I think it'll stay in the first cut. So now it'll be interesting to see exactly where Hana Jang has ended up on that right rough. From this angle, you get a good view of just how much uphill you have. And comes up again short for Arim Kim, so she has that for a bogey. And in danger of potentially falling 4 shots out of the leader, Hana Jang, at the moment. Diane Lee for birdie at one time was 4 under par. It's down to 2 under par. And has gone left. And 2 under par. 1 under par in the first round. Level par yesterday. And another under par today. But that could have been much lower. All right, Yeon for birdie. And has done it. Yet another birdie for Yeon. So 3 under was definitely in sight. Has she been able to drop another putt, but I think she'll be very happy with 2 under par for the tournament. Has now come into top 10. So 16th hole has thrown a lot of difficulty at this particular threesome. Both Han Seol-ji and Arim Kim having all kinds of issues. And Hyun Choi also having some issues on the 17th hole. and dropped it nicely just beyond the fringe, and she has about a 4-footer for a par. Hyun, in the 16 tournaments that she has played this year, with exception of one tournament, she has finished top 10 in 15 out of the 16 tournaments, and that's one of the reasons why she is currently #1 on the Player of the Year award, the Order of Merit. And Mingyong Choi also missing a bogey, missing a par putt, and will end up with a bogey. Now has come down to 2 under par. So Yeon Roo expecting that ball to roll a little more, but as the day goes by, with the temperature dropping, ball starting to slow down just a bit on the green. So the back nine has been absolutely disastrous for Han Sol-ji. All right. Our leader, Hana Jung, with a Waitworth tee shot, has elected to just lay up, hitting back on the fairway. Yeah. There was absolutely no chance for her to go after the hole. So smart move on the part of Hana Jung. Just the course management for Hana has really improved since she has made her debut on the KLPGA Tour. Hana, who played on the KLPGA Tour, moved on to the LPGA, had a good success, and then made a very bold decision to come back to the local tour. All right, very critical bogey putt coming up for Adiem. And just snuck it in. Just shaking her head. And again, I have to question her selection of driving, using the driver on the 16th hole. All right, putt, and missed it over to the right edge again. And we've seen a lot of players missing on the right edge from that position yesterday as well as today. All right, Minji Park. Oh, he's taking that second shot high and almost hold out. Beautiful shots by Minji Park. So Minji, after a heartbreak birdie putt, almost missed, holing out in the 16th hole. That could have been an eagle. Hana Jung, her third shot. And it comes up short. So we'll have to be very careful and not make it a big number. Hyun Choi. So what we've seen in this tournament so far with Hyun Choi as well as Hyo-Joo Kim missing so many of these par-saving putts, which they have been able to make on a consistent basis. That Ocean course has definitely been very tough to these two players. And that's her 6th bogey today, which is just uncharacteristic of Jeongeun. Not it on. Not a bad shot. That from there would be a right to left putt. Is in good position to potentially go into a tie for first place. Jeongeun from 110 yards. And rolling back just slightly. She will have about a 22 footer for a birdie. And Mingyong Choi will go first. Par 3, 17th hole tee shot coming up for Mingyong Choi, who's currently at 2 under par for the tournament. Good looking shot, but then will roll off. But despite that ball rolling off to the back, still a very good shot. Yeon, who came inches from walking away with that car. There's a hole-in-one prize. Now Kim, who was fortunate enough to get a bogey on the 16th. Good looking shot, just a little bit left. And may have pulled it just a little too much to the left. So a delicate chip shot coming up for Kim. Our leader, Hana Jang. This is for par. And she has come up just a bit to the right and will lose a shot. So after birding the 15th hole, second easiest hole on the course, he's walking away with a bogey on the 16. So G needs a birdie, some positive to walk away. And that looks like a really good shot there. And so G has given away 5 shots just in the back 9. Minji Park would love to get a birdie right here. Left to right putt, just a downhill, a lot of break at the end. And she has made it. First birdie of the day, and could not have come at a better time, and came at one of the hardest holes to birdie. And has now gone into second place tie with Narinan at 6 under par. Yeon on the 18th. And it just comes up quite a bit short. Nicely done by Yeon, the veteran, who waited almost 15 years before she was finally able to win her first tournament. And finished for the day currently at tie for 4th place at 4 under par. Now 99 for a birdie attempt. Also trying to go in for the share of the lead with Donna Jones. Big swing from right to left. Oh, and dropped it nicely. So 2-shot swing right here on the 16th hole. We've been so focused on Hana Jang, but Narinan has stayed right there. Things are starting to get very interesting as we go toward the last 2 holes for the final group. Arin Kim, that looks like a really good touch. And she will remain at 4 under par. She makes that putt and shouldn't have any issue. All right, here, Ju. Let's make this birdie. All right, well done. Finally gets the birdie after a back-to-back bogey on a 16-17. It's been a long day. And you can see the facial expression. All right, Sejin Park. Also a birdie opportunity. And beautiful birdie. So only 13 players are currently in the red number, and she has joined that rank. All right, Mingyong Choi on the par 3, 17th hole. This could be a critical putt to get back into the competition. And everyone has misread that putt to right. And Han Sol-ji, who's had a disastrous back 9, giving away 5 shots, 1 over par for the day, 4 over par for the day. It's just a cruel game. You can see the disappointment, frustrations on her face. Sun has quickly gone down here at Sky 72 Ocean Course. The players trying to keep warm as much as they can. And the play face has slowed down considerably because the course condition is so tough. And good par for Arim Kim. She will now be moving on to the 18th hole, which is played the second easiest hole for the players yesterday, has averaged 4.95. Well done, Mingyong. So she is 5 shots out of the lead, but not out of it by any means. If she can get a birdie on the 18th hole, she will be just 4 shots out of the leader. And finally, the last group has moved on to the 17th hole, par 3. Minji Park with a rare birdie on the 16th hole. And that looks like a really good tee shot. And has given herself a good opportunity for yet another birdie, for a back-to-back birdie opportunity to climb into top position along with Narinan and Hana Jang. And Narinan also birdied a very treacherous 16th hole. 6 iron. And looking good, drawing right toward the hole. And another good opportunity for both of these players, Minji Park and Narinan. Narin not backing down whatsoever. When you think of Hana Jang, you think of a very powerful swing, great ball striker, but Narinan also has shown that she can strike the ball very well. Our co-leader, Hana Jang. And that's also looking pretty good. Coming. Oh. Needed another yard and a half. And that could have landed very soft on the first cut on the front edge and could have ended up with a really good position for a birdie. Look at all the tee shots today on the par 3 17th hole. And it's ranked 8th hardest. Only 7 birdies. So this hole has played pretty tough. Our final group making their way over to the 17th hole. Let's go quickly over to the 18th with Soyeon-Roo coming up for her 3rd shot. Oh, and that looks like she has pulled it way left. That's not bad. I know that she was probably trying to get a little closer than where she ended up, but still a reasonable chance. And she really hasn't brought her A game today, but despite that, has stayed in the tournament. That just goes to show you how much experience Soyeon-Roo has. Winner of the Kia Women's Open this year, as well as a past champion of the U.S. Women's Open. A rookie setting Hyun, hailing from Jeju Island, played her way onto the KLPGA Tour through the development tour. And that's gone right over the pin. And we'll have a sizable downhill putt. Second place in the Rookie of the Year award point list. And it's interesting to note that Hyun Choi has ended up in the same place where she was yesterday. Out of the rough, that's where she was on this whole 18th hole in the second round. Gorgeous shot and goes right over the hole. All right, Mingyong Choi on the 18th hole. We're at the tee. See her routine so consistent. And may have gone way left. And it's hit the cart path. And not sure where it ended up. Might have gone over to the 10th fairway. And that's her only the second tee shot miss that she has had. And both of them have gone to the left. Now, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Let's see how far Arim Kim can hit. Folks, keep an eye on this particular swing. And Arim Kim taking a big cut. And that ball is flying forever. And a great tee shot. All right, setting Hyun has had a disappointing round today. 4 over par, but birdie attempt, and that will come up just a bit short. All right, our co-leader, Hana Jang, on the 17th hole. It'll be a downhill all the way from the moment she comes up, and well, that's not a bad result there. So she'll have about a 5-footer to save a par to remain at 7 under par and tie for first place with 99. So Yeon. She will finish at 2 under par for the tournament. A lot of birdies, a lot of bogeys. It has definitely been an up and down round for her. All right, 99 for birdie. Everyone has missed this putt to the right. But she has come that close. And she started that putt right on line and may have just hit a little bit too soft. Ran out of steam and actually turned left. let's not forget about Minji Park. She is also just one shot out of the lead. Now, that putt stayed left all the way.
Okay.
So both players had a reasonable, makeable putt for birdie and walking away with the par. No problem for HANA. So our final group has completed the 17th hole play and move on to the 18th hole. Edge in. What a disappointing day it has been for Hyun Choi. Two over par and has slipped all the way down to the tie for 19th place. 5 over par for the day. And Han Seol-ji has lost also 5 shots and has gone way right. Look out. There is a water hazard on the right side, but she might have been saved by the fact that it was not really a good strike. So losing distance has actually saved her from going in the rough, possibly into the hazard. Now Mingyong Choi has gone left and is faced with a very, very challenging shot. Looking at a blind shot, so she will try to at least get that shot back into the fairway. And there you see in the graphic, she has driven it about 290 yards, potentially 295 yards. But from here, I think all she could do is maybe take a high lofted iron, maybe a 9 or a pitching wedge, to just try to get that ball back into the fairway. And very fortunate to have found the fairway. Otherwise, she would have been in danger of potentially getting that ball stuck into that cattail and could have caused a potentially lost ball. But now, let's see what she has decided to do. She might even try to go for it in 2. Well, this is exciting. Let's see what she can do. 230 yards. And not sure where she ended up. And it may have gone in the water. Let's have another look. It looked good up in the air and hit the bank and then went back in the water hazard. And once again, take a look at the leaderboard. Yeon tied with Hana Jang at 7 under par. And Minji Park is 6 under par. But Arim Kim, who went 4 and 2 on the 18th hole, may be losing a shot or 2. And Mingyong Choi keeping it steady. here at HANA Financial Group Championship. Third round action winding down as the final group has gone on to the first tee, onto the 18th tee. Mingyong Park has steadily come back after losing 2 shots in the front 9. And Arim Kim, some players and some people may question her choice of going 4 and 2, but you have to go with her strength, and which is just sheer distance. And it's unfortunate that the wind may have taken that ball and knocked it down. All right, our co-leader 99.
Shot.
Good looking tee shot. Let's keep an eye on Hana Jang's drive. She definitely has the ability to get there in 2. She has the distance in her driver. Has birdied this hole on both occasions in the first and second hole. And has driven that ball nicely. But if you look at where Hana Jang is, you can imagine just how far Arim Kim ended up with her tee shot. Mingyong Choi, who was faced with a very, very challenging second shot, was lucky enough to be in the fairway. About 140 yards. That's a good shot from where she was with the amount of distance that she had to carry. So Arim Kim, who went 4 to 2, will drop back. And she also, now Han So-ji, she will go with her third shot here out of the first cut. Wind really blowing near the green. You can see that pin flag just moving from right to left. And a good shot by Han So-ji from where she was. All right, Mingyong Park. Final group has hit her second shot. She's putting herself in a really good position to pick the distance that she likes to hit with her third shot. All right, this is Arim Kim. Will be her fourth shot for the 18th hole. Just needed about 5 or 6 more yards. Oh, good shot, and it spun back. So it's unfortunate that she had put so much spin on that. Otherwise, that would have been a really good shot to save a par on the par 5 18th hole. All right, nutting on. Getting ready for a shot. And you see on the left, that's just how far the Hana Jang has driven her tee shot. And that did not sound too well. And nutting on has been really fighting the ball striking all day. And Mingyong Choi for a long birdie attempt. And her caddy asking the ball to go. And not too bad. All right, Han Sol-ji, she'll have to have for par, and what a disappointing day. And any hope to at least play into the top 10 has just gone by the wayside. So she'll have to get very busy tomorrow. Hana Jang has elected to also lay up. And she has done that yesterday as well as today. All right, Arin Kim. Bounced quite a bit the moment it came out of the fringe. Going up the hill. And the lights have come on here at Sky 72 Ocean Course. Local time is now passing 5:21 in the afternoon. So bogey for Arim Kim. After birdie on the 10th hole, bogey on 12th, 16th, and 18th. Has to be disappointed with that, but still only three under par for the tournament. And Mingyong extremely fortunate to walk away with a par after a pull tee shot to the left. And losing 5 shots in the back 9, and you see that 3 bogeys and double bogey. It's definitely been a long day for Han Sol-ji. All right, getting ready for the third shot is our final group. Here at the 18th hole. And Hana Jang and Narinan locked in a tie for first place at 7 under par. .82 meters, 90 yards, third shot. Oh, and she has just blown it by. And the wind downwind. And we've not seen too many players coming up short with their third shot. Hana also going past, and it's not coming back. All right, Minji Park. If she can get a birdie and her playing partners walk away with a par, they could also, it could be a three-way tie. Minji has stayed patient all day. Beautiful shot, Minji. So she could get that shot back and climb into a tie for first place. So these three players could potentially play together again tomorrow in the final round of the HANA Financial Group Championship.
워터 해저드가 있으면서 선수들이 핀을 바로 노리기 좀 부담스러워요. 그리고 또 훅바람까지 불고 있어서 거리를 맞추기 좀 어려워서 선수들이 좀
And with
크게
the wind direction the way it is, just been very, very difficult for the players to get the proper distance. And distance control has been a real issue, but Minji Park now looking at a very good opportunity for a birdie to get into a three-way tie. "5:25 in the afternoon here. Starting to really get cold. Now, the forecast for tomorrow, the temperature is supposed to drop quite a bit, so players will not only be fighting their nerves, but also the elements, the weather condition, the wind, as well as the cold temperature. So as the players get ready to hit their birdie putts, let's check out the leaderboard. We'll come back after these messages. And welcome back to the HANA Financial Group Championship Round 3 action. The moving day has been an exciting day and almost to conclusion, but not before the birdie putts coming up for our final group. 99 currently tied for first place with Hana Jang. Long birdie attempt going downhill. And now going to the right. If there's one thing that Nottingham has done so well today is to really be able to read the line. And elects to go ahead and putt out quickly. All right, 7 under par. Tie for first place. Even though she has had a lot of trouble with her tee shots, she was able to really scramble, and walking away with a 7 under par and 1 under par for the day is just a great result. All right, Hana Jung, and is just sliding to the right. Got to be frustrated. So Hana will lose a shot from the beginning of the day. So she will go into the clubhouse, tie for first place with 99 at 7 under par. So Hana Jung trying to defend her title. But Minji Park would also like to get into that top position. All right. Well done, Minji. So gets those 2 shots that she had given away in the front 9 with a birdie on the 16th and 18th. So these 3 players will be right back in the final group. So all the scores are in the books. And the 3rd round action for the Hana Financial Group Championship has been completed. And tomorrow we will see these 3 ladies once again fighting out for the championship and a 300 million won prize money. I hope you enjoyed the telecast, and let's check out the leaderboard one more time. 99, Minji Park, Hana Jang, all in the first place. And Song Yeon, 3 shots out of the lead. And Woo Jung Kim, 6 under par today, has climbed into the first page. But don't forget about Arim Kim, who also has been playing very well despite being 1 over par for the day. Tomorrow, it will be the final round, and we'll be back right here. And join us. We'll be on the air about an hour before then the first through the 3rd round. So be sure to join us tomorrow as we bring you the final round action for the Hana Financial Group Championship from Sky 72 Ocean Course. It has been a pleasure to be with you. Mike Kim saying so long from the beautiful Sky 72 Golf Resort Ocean Course. Come back and see us tomorrow.